All right, this is part 2 of the NATO first turn phase, start of tactical nuclear war. Right out of the get-go, didn't go through conventional, just right to tactical nuclear, and the Soviets seem to have pulled off a surprise attack, but now it's time for NATO's response. Draw some attention over here. I did forget to do one thing because uh, West Germany's national will is, here, let's pull up stability track, past West German desertions here. One unit a turn gets a step loss during the reinforcement phase, which we just finished. So for this one, I'm just going to say that the police unit in Stuttgart that just got a tactical nuke, they all went home. They've only got one step. There's no flip. So I'm going to send them to destroyed units. So that's the one desertion, one step per turn now that West Germany has to deal with because of their casualty level. Alright, that takes us to the movement phase for NATO, and here's the key rule that determines how tactical nukes or airstrikes or whatever are resolved. No interruptions are allowed during the unit's movement or a die roll and application of the results. Interruptions should be handled in an alternating fashion. So in our case, once the nuclear weapons start falling, one player cannot conduct all his nuclear attacks across the board without allowing his opponent a chance to respond. So basically, one unit or headquarters is allowed, or air unit is allowed to do a nuclear attack, and then the other side can do it if they want. If they don't, then it goes back to the other side if we get into that. The Soviets were able to pull it off because they had separation from the NATO units at the beginning of the turn. So as they moved up, they tried to destroy all the NATO units in range with their nuclear attacks, preventing their response, and that worked pretty much across the board except for in a few locations here. So right now the only units that can launch nukes, well, this one's already used its 2 for the turn, but we have, and this one's already used its 2 for the turn. All the British units are gone, so that just means it's the headquarters. And so what we can do here is the headquarters can't be destroyed, as we saw in last Soviet phase, the Warsaw Pact phase. They can be pushed back. They can literally be pushed off the board if you keep attacking them, and then they come as reinforcements next turn. But this one is going to go 1-2, crossing the river. Well, let's make sure. Let's go to the chart. Go to the terrain effects chart, just so everything's transparent here. Oh, this is weird. Okay, there it is. I went by it. Crossing a river plus 1 MP. Okay. Urban hex. Yeah, it's just 1 MP. Urban dense, 1 MP. So they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now with that move, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they can hit both these units. Okay. This would be our priority unit here. And I'm going to make a house rule that headquarters has to use all 5 of its salvos initially. I can probably update the vassal mod to put some kind of number on these to increase and decrease to say how many it has left, but for now we're going to say 5. Those are the only 2 units in range. There's no reason to save it because this is the last phase. So because I really want the Russian, because he can fire back, 3 on him and 2 on him. So let's do the 3 dice on this guy. He's gone. And let's do the 2 dice on the other guy. He's gone. They're both gone. Okay, so let's get one of these. Bring it over here. And flip it. So this one goes to... Oh, whatever. Let's go do it manually here. This one goes to destroyed units. I'm going to put him here to say he's new. And we get a nuke here. This is deleted. And two diagonal. This one goes to destroyed units. That's the turn 2. There we go. And I should have actually saved that marker, but I'll do it here. I think I can automate that with Vassal. So that headquarters is moved. All right, then we have the other U.S. headquarters here. Same problem crossing a river. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only got one target they can reach. This 4, 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's just move it here. And we're going to roll 5 dice on that, so I'd be shocked if he's gone. So let's take this. And so he used 5 and he used 3, let's say. And he's gone. 1, 2, 3, 4. They've got a range of 5. Wait a minute. Oh, that's our own unit. We're not going to attack him. So let's control. For some reason, they're not going to eliminated units, but great. I forgot where he was. That's where he was. Can't go back though. So let's put him here. And let's grab this guy. I think that's how I'll do it from now on. Alright, so let's do the US tactical nukes. And they use 5 there, and we'll say 3 on the other, so we'll do 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the other one did 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, so these two have done their attacks. And now we'll come up to the British. This is the one that is important. 2, 4, 1. He can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I may have to use the airstrike. Ouch, there's another one here. These guys are going to rip through the Ruhr unless we do something. 1, 2, 3, 4, and he can hit all of them. I guess he could do 1, 2, 3, 4, and reduce them all. Or, wow, I never thought distributing tactical nukes was a problem here. There's no way to get 8. I don't want to commit 3. Well, I can do it by result, so I don't know how the rules, I mean, do I have to commit them all up front or not, or well, I can do it like this, commit 1 to this, see what the results are. Yeah, but then you may come under and it may be wasted. So 2, 3, 4. Alright, first off, he's going to move here. Well, he doesn't have to. Let's move him here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm just going to do 2, 2, 1. Okay. 2, 2, 1. So the first 2 down here. 7 he's reduced, but not eliminated. So I'll leave that there, and I'll clone this, and I'll put this on him. Okay, then I'll do 2 on him. 6, he's reduced. That's probably not a good strategy here. Oh wait, that doesn't apply. He didn't use, oh, okay, that's, wait, he did his, oh, I'm going to cheat here. Because this guy's used his nukes, I'm going to say I don't waste anything on him, and I do a 3-2. I'm playing myself. Myself says that's okay, so let's just cheat here. So 3, 2. So the first one is 3, 4 and 1 is 5, 6, still just reduced. So that didn't help him 2 on that guy. 6, at least I eliminated him. And my eliminated units isn't working. So it wasn't quite as killer as we thought. Actually, I should have done 2. Well, whatever. Okay. Can't change the rules while you're in the middle of it. Here, he's done. Okay. So, I've still got an airstrike. I was thinking of saving him, but I may use him here. So this first turn, yeah, I'm just using airstrikes. I could use it to try force collapse by going after Leipzig, but it's already been, well, there are too many air units, so I can't do anything. So if I had to do an airstrike, where would I do it? I think I'll just do it here. 1 dice. Here we go. I need a 4, 5, or 6 to kill it. I got it. Okay, that's good. So yes, I have wasted my airstrike here. So I'm going to delete him. So nobody has airstrikes next turn. Maybe not a good idea, but that's their response. So now it's movement. Yeah, we killed some. Actually, the question is, should we be focusing on the Warsaw Pact allies in an attempt to collapse them? Alright, let's start here. This guy can move 7. And since he's not here, he's not surrounded by Zoc, he can slip out. Don't even know what to do here. Let me think about this. Alright, let's work our way down north to south. The reason I'll stay here is, you can see it over here, urban, it's all about victory point at the end. Urban gives 5 VPs, dense urban. All 3 of these are dense urban. I could start pulling them out, but then they just become targets for tactical nukes. So forcing the Warsaw Pact to reduce this. They're out of supply, their defense is halved. But if they do nuke these, then they lose the 5 victory points. They do add, though, to West German collapse. So at this point, you know, it may be the wrong decision, but I'm going to stay here and cover the victory point hexes, because that's what it's boiling down to. And hope the US can come back and get some tactical nukes and whittle the Russians away. So they're stuck there. Now, I've got the, I think these are Netherlands. Not quite sure. I mean, we need to defend the Ruhr. It's all about these urban hexes, urban dense hexes. So, Bremen's gone. They're all down here. So, it's almost like get on urban defense hexes to prevent the enemy from nuking you, which is kind of an interesting strategy. So, I think the battle's going to be here. They want these urban defense hexes, and there's 4 of them right there. So the question is how to protect that. Oh, I'm sorry, I messed up here. Okay, I can fix this. 1, 2, 3. So this one should have stayed here, and this one should be here for those attacks. There we go. Okay, so he hasn't moved yet. So let's see. Yeah, that's it's not a good hex to be in. So it's all about defending these 5 urban hexes right here. while giving us a chance to try and whittle them down. So right now, there's only one unit here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't think I'm going to move forward to make an attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll move the Netherlands HQ here. And what am I worried about this one doing? Not much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's move him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's go back this way. Yep, there's nothing here. 6, he can get all the way here. -1 DRM. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just put him here. It's almost like hiding on the urban. Oh, wait, we have him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this unit is Belgium. We'll move here. And this guy will just hide in the woods in case the Soviets try and come through the woods. So we're setting up to defend the Ruhr. That's about all we can do there. Let's come down here. Well, Frankfurt's gone. Koblenz would be a target. I don't. This one's on intensive attack, but there's nothing to attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's pull this guy back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To right here, so we've got somewhat of a line. Now the American units can do nuke attacks, so they're the ones we want to leave in the back. So this airborne unit can get 2. There's no target here anymore. Well, Koblenz, that's the target. So how far back can he get? Point is, what these can do is be behind the lines, move forward, take an attack next turn, as opposed to letting the Soviets move up and attack them. And there's not much left here. So let's see if I can get this to... I may have to get rid of these nuke markers. Say I move up here just to get that off. So that's 1. But that's going to be an interesting strategy. And he can run fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, let's put him back here. Let's put him here. And then we can use the French to screen here. Where did he come from? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's as far as he can go. Okay, we've got a German airborne unit that can screen forward. And this guy, he can do nuke attacks. He can only do 1, because he's only got 1 step. So, and these are victory points. So let's make them work for it. Yeah, that's the defense of Munich right there. He can get away. He's going to go here. Wow, it's just like the defense. Nuremberg. I guess he'll stay there because it's all about those victory points. And problem is I got a big hole here, but nobody can do nukes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, let's move these guys up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep them in urban. Canadians. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6. Okay. That's okay. We got a French headquarters. Let's make sure our French units are still in supply. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's a good place to be. And he'll go here. And we do have a German HQ that we need to keep supply. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're not in supply, so let's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's pull him back here. Do I abandon Nuremberg and cover the line? No, there's no reason because they've been decimated up here. So, okay, this is the only one that hasn't moved. And he'll be a target because he can do nukes. And he's fast, and he's got one shot. So I'm tempted to pull him back here. So the Russians can't run up on him, but he can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. He can get way up here. So put the tactical nuke capable units on urban dense hexes or far enough behind the lines that the Russians can't get within 2, but then they can move up. That seems to be the strategy here. So who hasn't moved yet? My headquarters have moved. The 82nd. I think he's on an airfield. Yeah, he's on an airfield. I can airdrop him. I don't know where, but I'll hold him in reserve. He's got a 2 nuke. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could airdrop him and then do a nuke attack. That's an interesting combo. I could finish off this guy. Got 2 salvos. Maybe I'll get lucky. Or I could finish off that guy. What's back here? Yeah, another armored unit. Great. Actually, that's interesting. Well, airdrop him to do a nuke strike. I guess I can do that. Let me check the rules. Okay, the rules are kind of silent on that, but that seems, and I can only airdrop this guy once, so this is the only time I can use it, but he's got one shot. Alright, let's airdrop him here, and then do a 2 salvo on this guy. Who needs combat? There we go. And 9, got him. So yes, it does look. I don't know why the eliminated units isn't working. I'll look at that later. There's another. Boom. Okay, so these armor spearheads, well, this guy's really much intact. But he's all alone. Wow, this is interesting. Alright, so I think we're done. Everybody's moved here. Everybody's moved here. I've used my airstrike. Wasn't very helpful. This guy's... He moved. There is no intensive attack I need to use. Yeah, he moved back. They're all done. They're all in. You know, I should be nuking these guys to make them collapse. He's covering the victory point hex. That's dangerous. And I've really got nothing up here, but I mean, there's no victory points up here. And I don't know if this is the right decision, but this is 15 victory points, so they're going to make Warsaw Pact work for it. So I think that's it. I think that's it. So we go to the end phase. All of these get flipped. All the nuclear markers get removed. And we figure casualties. NATO didn't take anything. NATO didn't nuke any urban or dense urbans. So the only thing we have to do on the stability track is we'll do that, and then I'll do the board cleanup offline. Is we'll look at the destroyed units, and all we have to look at is a Soviet here. And 1 East German division and 5 Soviets. So here's the East Germans. They go here. And where's the Soviets gone? They're there. They're the middle one. 5 and 1 is 6. Oh, look at that. We should be playing this board here. So I just said this first turn it'll be focused on military. But, you know, the first day everybody and the tactical nukes are flying, and in response everybody's trying to figure out what's going on, so nobody's going to escalate to strategic now. But now the second day dawns, and 2 big questions for each side. Well, the big questions are, do they escalate to strategic, and do they change their targeting? Do they try and force collapse now at this point, since conventional units are not too much of a concern here? I mean, holding ground is a 2-edged sword. End of the phase, I'll do this and clean up the board offline. So, thanks for listening.